it's horrible lighting. I look horrible, but this is what we have to deal with. I do have my makeup mirror here. I use it. And I've already used my, y'all, when I bought this, was it a year or so ago? I was like, I doubt I'll buy it again, but I have repurchased this 3 times. It's the Cetaphil Deep Hydration. It's refreshing eye serum, and I always put this under my eyes before I do my makeup. And it doesn't interfere with my makeup, and I really like the way it feels. And I found that it's cheaper on Amazon than I was getting at Walmart, so I did. And I have trouble finding it at Walmart, so I did order it on Amazon, and I really, really love this. I don't know that it's doing anything, but it feels so good, and I figured it's better than nothing, you know what I mean? So I do start out with this, and then I'm going to go on to Old Faithful, my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I haven't really changed any of my makeup up. I have incorporated a couple of new products that I really like, such as the Physicians Formula Butter Bronze in, well, it doesn't say what color, it's just the butter bronzer. I like it. And what else have I, because I've ran out of my, I used to use the double matte powder from Estee Lauder, like to finish my makeup off. After all of my makeup was on, I would set it with that. Well, I ran out of it. I can't find it. I don't know if they've discontinued it. I really need to go to Estee Lauder to see, but it's very expensive. So I was like, well, let me just try this. And I got this e.l.f. It's Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. And they had this color. Let me open it. This color. And they had one that was like white. So I got this, and I just put it on my sponge and just go over my face to finish my makeup. And I really like it. And I want to say it was like between $4 and $6, which is a big difference between this powder, because the last time I bought this powder, it was like, I want to say it was like $45. Yeah, big difference. So I have been using that, and I really, really like it. But other than that, my makeup is pretty much the same. I do the same thing. I don't really change it because I'm a creature of habit. So, yeah. I do wet my sponge every other day. If I put makeup on every day, I wet it every other day because it'll still kind of be damp. So it's time to wet it. But I will just kind of wet it, and then I squeeze out as much as I can. I used to not do that, but it does make a difference because the older I'm getting, I do find that the makeup does accentuate the fine lines, and I haven't had Botox well over a year, and I doubt I'll ever get it again because I was just not happy with the results the last time. I found that it just made my eyebrows like go down more, which made my eyes heavier, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I doubt I'll ever do it again, but you know, here we are. I just put 3 squirts on my little sponge and start blending it out. I mean, I don't really do anything special. All these little baby hairs around my, but I don't put it under my eyes because I am going to put concealer there, and I don't like the thought of concealer and, you know, foundation. So I'll get this kind of blended in. And I just thought I would kind of like chat with y'all while I get ready. Y'all have just been so sweet. I'm so glad y'all are loving Vlogmas, and thank y'all for even watching my chill day. I know there wasn't a whole lot exciting going on, but if nothing else, hopefully it will help you. If you're like me, I have trouble relaxing. I have trouble being still. I have trouble chilling out. I know it's going to sound crazy, but I feel guilty. I think we as women, mothers, wives, we just feel like we have to do it all. And we get so wrapped up in taking care of everybody that we forget to take care of ourselves. And I I hope that it lets you know it's okay to stop. It's okay to rest. It's okay to relax. There's nothing wrong with having a chill day. In fact, we need it. Our body needs it. And, you know, you can either do it willingly or your body's going to force you. You know what I mean? So, it was really nice to just kind of chill out. And the pups were so good. The weather was good for it. I find that if it's a beautiful day, it's much harder for me to just chill out and relax. But on this day, it was cold. It had been raining. It was just like, okay, it's time. You know what I mean? So hopefully that will help you to just know it's okay. It's okay to relax. It's okay. e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. Love it. It's my favorite. I use Light Peach. It has to be the white lid. Don't get the black lid. The black lid is so drying. And so I was really glad when they came out with the hydrating for the under eyes. It does make a difference. And any kind of hydration we can get, I need it. So, and I'm all about products that work for me. And I have oily skin. So I'm grateful for my oily skin. I used to hate it, but I'm really grateful for it. Because it has really, really helped me in the aging process, I'm sure. And I remember being a teenager. You know, when I was a teenager, you didn't have all these awesome products that we have available to us now. And I would just wear what my friends was wearing, and it did not go with my skin type. And oh my Lord, I was a greasy mess. But I did never really have a lot of acne, which was odd, considering I was so oily. But I did have trouble with my makeup staying on. And I remember going to school, and the first thing I would do when I would get home from school was wash my makeup off because it just felt so gross. But I had to have it, you know? I had to have it. But now we have so many products, and then we have so many like people out there that will give us the tips and the tricks that we didn't have back then. So I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself and my skin, and I don't necessarily follow trends, because just because it's a trend doesn't mean it's going to work. But I will like listen and, you know, try to learn. Look at my pretty little powder jar. I'm still using the Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. It is my favorite. I just dumped it into this, and I just feel so like glamorous. Thrifted. I put the other one in my booth. I didn't need two, so I kept one and put the other one in my booth. But I love this powder. It's my favorite, and I do order it. It does ship from like Australia, but it gets here very quickly, and if you spend a certain amount of money, you get free shipping. And I love her sponges. If you'll notice, I'm using her sponges as well. This is one of her sponges. I like the black flat ones for like putting my powder on. And I just use a little bit around my eyes, basically just to set my powder. And this does make your makeup last so long. I really, really love it. It's amazing. I've repurchased this. Ever since she came out with it, I've been using it. When I run out, I have a backup like Maybelline powder, but I order this immediately, and I try not to run out, but you know, there's those times you do. And I'm just a sucker for it. I just love it. She's got a new under eye brightening powder that I want to try. I just haven't bit the bullet on that one yet, so. It doesn't take much of this. And honestly, when you see the container it comes in, you're going to think, oh my God, that it takes so little, it lasts so long. I just cannot say enough good things about it. Not sponsored. She don't even know who I am. But I use her makeup sponges. This is one of her pink one. It was pink. I use all of her sponges, and I use her velvet finishing powder. Now I have ordered some eyelashes from her, and I don't know if I just got the wrong kind or what, but did not like the eyelashes at all. So will not repurchase those, but definitely repurchase the powder and the sponges. Love them. These sponges are the only sponges I've actually been able to wash and reuse so many times until I literally just wear them out, and that takes forever to do that. So I will link her website down below if you're interested in it. But yeah, still using that. Still using my Rimmel Cafe Au Lait lip liner. Love it. It's all I ever use, no matter what lipstick I'm using. That's all I ever use. So I'm going to do my lipstick and I'll be right back. So lips are on. I'm about to do my brows. Let me get where y'all can see. This is one I've already done. I'm still using my eyebrow stencils from iMethod Beauty. And I've been using the powder they sent me, and I love it. Now, these stencils are the ones, the hard stencils are the ones that come with the pomade that I started out using. They send you like little silicone type stencils for the powder, but I prefer the hard ones, so I just stuck with this. Plus I'd already had my eyebrows kind of shaped to it, so I just stick with them. But it's so easy to use, and I'm almost out of this one, but I have a backup. I ordered another one, so I just make sure I close it each time before I use it for the other brow, and then I just pump it, and then all you do is you just put it over your brow. And like I said, I already had mine kind of shaped like this, and then you just literally, I start in the middle so it'll be the heaviest, and then I work my way to the inner corner. And it will trick you into thinking that, oh my gosh, it's just not dark enough. But then, there you go. It's that easy. And I love it. And then I take my little brush that comes with it, and I just kind of like comb it through to make sure there's no harsh lines. And I know it probably looks like it's darker than the other one, but there you go. It's amazing. I love them. They have just totally cut down so much time in my makeup routine. Like, the eyebrows used to take me forever, and then they still didn't look good, you know what I mean? But I really like these. It's much simpler, it's easier. And like I said, I do have a backup for when I run out of this, because y'all saw. But this has lasted me so long. Whereas I was going through those eyebrow pencils, I mean, it became a joke. James, every time he'd run to Walmart, he's like, you need an eyebrow pencil? I had him trained on the eyebrow pencil to get me. But I've used this a year now. I think I've been using this about a year. And you see, and I mean, I pretty much do my makeup regularly. I mean, there are days I go without makeup, but for the most part, I would say I'm a heavy makeup user, I guess you would say, because I do my makeup quite frequently. More so than probably some people do. So it could very well last some people years. I don't know, but I love it. So now I'm just going to finish doing my makeup, and I will show you, when I get through doing my makeup, I will show you how the e.l.f. powder works. I will show you the before and the after with that. So let me finish working on this face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the makeup on. And then now I'm going to take my little e.l.f. powder. I have a separate Nakia Joy sponge. One I use for the velvet finishing powder, and one I use for my finishing powder. And so I just get some on there, and then I just kind of lightly tap it up here. I don't go right up directly under my eyes. And then I use whatever's left on the sponge for up here. I try not to get too much on my forehead because of the wrinkles. You know, but it is what it is. Who are we? I'm not fooling anybody. They're there. I got them. So I have my sponge loaded again. I'm just going to go right here. And it's more or less to kind of blend everything together. And if per some chance I get a little heavy-handed on the blush, because I love my blush, it just kind of helps soften all that. But I really do like this powder. I really do. So this is the makeup done. I do have videos on how I do all of my makeup. Like I said, it hasn't changed. I have a video on how I apply my false eyelashes. I have a video on how I fix my hair. That does not change. I do the same steps no matter what style I get. I'm just a creature of habit, y'all. And then I will list down below in the description box all of the makeup that I've used. And I do use this little e.l.f. Contour palette. I use, let me show you, let me open it up and show you what I use. I use this to actually contour. I use this color for my eyeshadow, and then I use this white color for the highlight. And for my like liner here on my eye, I use this, y'all look at this Wet n Wild palette. It is the Camo Flaunt, and I've already hit pan, but I have backup. Let me show you the one that's not been just used to death. Let me show y'all this one. Here we go. This is what it looks like when you buy it new. Let me open it. I use this color. I wet my brush and I use it for my eyeliner. I have used this for like my highlight. It's okay. And I have used this color for like my lid color. This is a nice little neutral palette. It's the Camo Flaunt. I think it's like $3 or $4 from Walmart. And I really, really like it. In fact, I use this every day that I do my makeup. So I will list down below. I will link the things that I use. Some of them I already have in my Amazon store. And I have found that getting the Estee Lauder Double Wear is cheaper on Amazon versus going to Estee Lauder to get it. I don't know how they do that, but it is cheaper. So I do order mine from Amazon because I can like be running out and get it in a couple days because I'm a Prime member. But everything else is pretty much drugstore with the exception of my powder, the Nakia Joy. And then for my lips today, I have used, I got this in the little Estee Lauder pack, gift pack from last year. It's their red and it's called, oh Lord, let me see. Immortal. And I use a brush, so my lipstick's not pretty, but that's what, that's the color. And I was so fortunate because my mom actually ordered one of those gift packs too, and she didn't use the lipstick, so she gave me hers. So I want to say, this is the last one I have, but I love it. And then I also love their blush that came in that pack. It's this blush. In fact, that's what I'm using today, and it is the Rebel Rose. But I also love the True Match blush, and I think this is Baby Blossom. Let me see. No, this is C12. This one, as you can see, I've used it. This one is called, it's C12 Baby Blossom. So they're the same color, they're just in different packaging. I don't know why, but anyway. I will link all this down below for y'all. I find what I love and that's what I use. So I had several of y'all wanting me to show y'all my makeup and how I do it, but I really haven't changed how I do it as much as I've maybe just swapped a few products out, but they're pretty much all drugstore. So with the exception of the foundation, which I mean, it's cheaper on Amazon. And it's not that expensive. It's not as expensive as some other name brand foundations. And then my Velvet Finishing Powder, it's really not expensive if you think about how much I'm getting and how well it works. So, yep. But I will link it all down below for y'all. So now I'm fixing to fix my hair, get some clothes on, and y'all, I cannot get that hutch out of my head that I seen yesterday. So I talked to James about it, and I think I'm going to go over there and I'm going to make an offer and see if they'll take less for it. And I'll use it for my booth. But I really love that hutch for the booth. I mean, I would love it for myself, but I have nowhere for it. But I definitely would love it for the booth. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I also have to go film a devotional today. All right, y'all. I'm fixing to go see if I can get that little hutch for a different price. I'm gonna go make an offer. All they can do is say no, right? And then I'm gonna stop at a couple more thrift stores and just see what I can find for my booth. It may come down to James has to build me something, but the way wood and stuff is, the prices, I'd love to be able to find something pre-made, you know? I've been scouring Marketplace. I've been going to the thrift stores. I've been trying to rack my brain about what I have in the house, and I don't have anything like I need. So here we go. Y'all wish me luck. Ooh. Anyway, I will keep you posted on the outcome. To Pascagoula we go. Well, they refused to take any less for it, so that's okay. Just wasn't meant to be, right? So now we'll hit some other thrift stores and see what we can do. So I'm making spaghetti. Nothing fancy, it's just out of a jar. But the funny thing is, I was supposed to make spaghetti last night. Had my hamburger meat laid out, went and bought garlic bread, you know. Would have swore to you that I had 2 jars of spaghetti sauce. So I get in here, I'm browning my hamburger meat, you know, and I go to get my spaghetti sauce out. I had none. None. I was like, well, what do? I ended up making Spanish rice like we do. It was fine, but I called James. I'd already told him I was making spaghetti and everything. I said, this is why I don't gamble. Because I would have lost. Because I would have bet you money that I had 2 jars of spaghetti sauce, but I didn't. But I'm just browning my hamburger meat. I like to use this Great Value tomato, basil, garlic pasta sauce, and I just add some seasonings to it. It's good. We like it. And that's going to be dinner. But y'all, that popcorn treat that I made, I'm obsessed with that stuff. And I know that word obsessed gets thrown around a lot, but oh my God, it's so good. I'll show you what's left of it. This is all that's left of it. Which, I mean, I guess it's quite a bit considering. But once it hardens, you just break it up into these clumps. And then you get like the single pieces too. It's so good. So good. I love that. And I know the kids are going to love it. But yeah, it's really good. Highly recommend it. And then tomorrow, I'm going to make some pecan tasties. I thought I was going to have time to do it today, but I just don't have time. So I went back to Pascagoula, went to a couple more thrift stores trying to find a piece of furniture. I've asked James if he will just go back to the Aruka house, look at the furniture piece, if it's still there, and then just buy it if he thinks it's worth it. So we'll see if he has time. I don't know if he'll even have time, but I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I've got to have something to put in the booth, so that's where I'm at. But I'm going to get this cooked, and I still have to go edit the devotion and get that scheduled. And then I got to put on some more laundry. I do not know where the clothes come from. It's just me and him. But it is what it is. Laundry it is. All right, y'all. I'll catch up with y'all later. All right, y'all. Had to turn the TV down. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm getting the devotion uploaded. But I had an idea come to me today as I was riding down the road. I don't know where it came from, why I was having this idea, but I think I'm going to try to change. I think I'm going to switch my dining table around. I've got it going one direction, but I think I want to try it in the different direction just to see if I like it. So let me show you how it looks right now. I know it's crazy. So this is how it's set up now, like this. But I want to try to turn it and see if I like that. I may hate it, but I may like it. We'll see. Let me do that real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. Now, surely I'm not the only one that does this. Trying to get my tripod. I just want to try it and see. I mean, what does it hurt? It's costing me nothing. It's not that hard to do. Plus, it will give me a chance to really vacuum good underneath it. And I also have a question real quick before I do that. I'm getting ready. Well, based on what your response is, I'm getting ready to film my home tour, my Christmas home tour. Is that something you're interested in, first and foremost? Secondly, do y'all like a home tour where I talk to y'all through it, kind of tell you what I've done, where I've got some things, that kind of stuff, and then do a nighttime tour to music? Or would y'all rather just see it, a nighttime tour just to music? I know what I prefer when I'm watching them, but that's not important. What's important is what you prefer when you're watching them. So if y'all, look at that. So if y'all let me know, A, yes or no, you want a home tour, and B, do you want it like me walking you through it in the daytime, talking to y'all about it, and then a nighttime tour to music, or just a nighttime tour to music? I would appreciate y'all letting me know what to do, and that way I will know how to film it. You know what I mean? So, and let me switch this table around now.
Are getting a tree while my sister and me are writing verses and rhymes. Soon they will be here, same as every year. Everyone wants home for Christmas. No.
What do we think? Y'all think I like it? I really think I like it. I think that it gives more room. Well, first of all, it looks more centered under the chandelier. It gives more room here. More room here. And, I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all gonna have to let me know. I think I'm gonna live with it for a couple days to see what I think. I'm gonna have to kind of like redo some of this, like shift it a little bit. But I really think I like it. I think I do. Okay, I swapped the trees because it looked crowded, and I have ordered me a sleek plug where this plug I can slide this down a little bit without it interfering with the cabinet. It's a plug like I have in my hallway. It's flat against the wall, but it has like a long cord that'll kind of go under the cabinet where I can plug those plugs in, and I'll be able to slide this down. I think this needs to slide down a smidge, but I do like this tree here better. And then I moved this one over here. That looks better. And I did one other thing. Let me show you. Sorry for the noise, but this is that old wooden box that I got, that I had, and I actually had it on my porch for fall. Well, I hung some hangers on it and I put it in this spot. I put a doily. This doily is like got holes and stuff in it, so I just kind of put one that it really didn't matter. My buttons, this old electrical insulator. I need some greenery or something, but this is just me playing with what I had. This is where I put all my lint in, and then I had some little birds, but I need to get a nest or something for them. But that's what I did with that, and I really love it. Of course, I'm gonna play with it some more, but this is just for like right now what I did. Y'all, that's going to do it for me today. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'll keep y'all posted on the status of the furniture for the booth. Again, I hope it does not sound like I'm complaining, because I am not. This is definitely a good problem to have, but I learned, I think it was last week, when I was kind of down in the dumps about the booth and everything, I realized I can't be like that. God did not bless me with this for it to be a burden and for it to cause me anxiety and worry me. So I stopped right then and there, and I quit worrying about it. I give it to God. I prayed about it. And yeah, so I'm just really not stressing over it. Prayed about it today. I was like, Lord, you know what I'm in need of. You'll put it in my path at the right time. And that's just what I'm trusting and believing. So, all in his time. So, that's where I'm at. But, again, just wanted to share that with y'all, because y'all kind of like on this journey with me. And I feel it's only fair to share with y'all and not leave y'all out. So, thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.